Hi, I am Limon, and in this video I'll show you how to use variable data, text and images in Adobe Photoshop. Now let's get started.
Alright, so here I've got a simple background ready. First, grab the type tool and create a text box. Let's type something like variable1 and make it nice and big so it stands out. Now I'll create another text box. This one will be variable2 and maybe a bit smaller like a subtitle. You can add more if you want, but for now we'll keep it simple with just 2. These text layers will later be replaced with the data from your spreadsheet. Now let's bring in an image. Click this icon to add an image. Now click on Add from Device and select your image. Now place it on the canvas and position it however you like. Before we go any further, this part is important. Select the image layer, go up to Layer, click on Rasterize and select Layer. Alright, now rename this image layer to something like Pixel Variable. Perfect. Now we're ready to define the variables. Go to Image, click on Variables, then select Define. Make sure you're on the image layer, check the pixel replacement option and copy the variable name Photoshop gives you. Now switch to your first text layer, check text replacement and copy that name too. Do the same for your second text layer. Remember, these names need to match exactly with your spreadsheet later. Now let's jump over to your spreadsheet. Now minimize Photoshop and open Google Chrome. Next, create a new spreadsheet. Remember, the name Photoshop assigns to each variable must exactly match the header you use in your spreadsheet. Now press Windows plus V on the keyboard. This will open the clipboard and you'll be able to see everything you've copied within the last hour. Under those headers, start adding your data. First, paste the name for variable 1 in the second column header. Paste the name for variable 2. In the third column header, paste the name for the pixel variable. In text variable 1, type the text you want to add to your design. It's best to use this variable for the title of the design. The second could be descriptions. Now move your cursor to the edge of the column and double-click to resize it. And the third one will be your image paths. To get image paths, go to your folder that contains your images. Now select your images, hold Shift, right-click and choose Copy as Path. Now paste the paths into the sheet but not directly into the pixel variable column yet. After pasting, check if the formatting looks correct. Sometimes sheets can change the alphabetical order. As you can see, it moved the American flag from the first position to the last, so cut that path and paste it back into the first row. The rest are in the correct order, so I'll select all of them and paste them into the pixel variable column. Once it looks good, go to File, Download, then CSV. Now head back to Photoshop. In the variable Select Datasets, click Import and select File. Now change the file type from a TXT file to a CSV file. Next, select your CSV file. Select Replace Existing Dataset if needed and click on OK. Now enable Preview and you should start seeing your designs update automatically. Pretty cool, right? Once everything looks right, click OK. Now let's export everything. Go to File, click on Export, then Datasets as Files. Make sure all datasets is selected, then select your output folder. In my case, I'll create a new folder and choose that one. After that, click OK and let Photoshop generate all the versions for you. You'll get individual PSD files for each dataset. Here you can see that all the Photoshop files are saved separately. If you want JPEGs, go to File, Scripts and select Image Processor. Now click on Select Folder and select the folder where the PSD files are saved. Make sure you select the folder with the PSD files, because if you choose a different one, it won't work. I always set the quality to 12, which is the maximum, and click on Run. Let's check the photos now. Here you can see that a JPEG folder has been created and the images are inside it. Now if you want everything in one PDF, go to File, select Automate and click on PDF Presentation. Now click Browse and select the PSD files you saved earlier. You can sort them by name if you want to keep the alphabetical order. Make sure no extra options are enabled because including anything extra can result in a white border. Once everything is set, click Save and then save the PDF. After it's finished, go to the save location. This is the PDF we just exported. Here you can see that all the images are now exported into a single PDF file, and that's how you use variable data in Photoshop.